Yo. What's good? What's good? Come on in. Smash the like button. Damn. I was looking for that, actually. I was in the crib. Come on in. Come on in. I ain't going to be long here. It's a random live. Let's talk. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's go. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. What's good? Smash the like button. I ain't gonna be here long. I just got some questions. Jose Diaz, what up? What up? What up? What up? Ain't gonna be here long. Kyle Larkin, Shogun, what up? Jamal, what up? Smash the like button, share the video. Got a question. I got a question. As serious as cancer. So I'm listening to my brother BF, and he drops the bombshell. Mr. Shelton, what up? Teofimo Lopez ducked again, huh? Teofimo ducked again? Do I have this right? It was 2 fights. One of them was Devin. And he said, no smoke. No smoke. He did that again with this kid. Coach, what up, brother? Teach, what's good? So again, this dude ducked again. He ducked again. Where the videos? Because I didn't know anything. All I saw, Kai World, salute. All I saw, BFTV said breaking news. I said, uh-oh. Uh-oh. What he got? And when he shared that news, I said, come on, bro. At this point, we could say with confidence. We could say with confidence, Teofimo Lopez is a coward. Now, it makes me wonder. Now I need you to listen. D-Man, what up? Cedric, salute. Eric H. Makes me wonder. You know how I say, you know, Teofimo was at 135, and he made a lot of movement. He even fought Lomachenko. That's something Tank Davis didn't do. And I said, why didn't Tank even stop all of that movement with the belts and everything? Why didn't he press Teofimo? Remember when I said that? Now it makes me wonder if Tank did stop and say, yo, Teo, forget that Loma smoke, me and you. Now I'm thinking Teo gonna be like, nope. Meanwhile, the dude, Devin Haney, the man, Devin Haney, y'all call him pillow fist and no chin and everything. The man's chin's been tested. How many times Devin been stopped? 0. He's been rocked. We can say we know what Devin will do when he gets hurt. The IQ is high. They never talk about Devin's boxing IQ. Yeah, he was hurt in the Ryan fight, the cheating Ryan fight, where he was cheated. But we saw him function when he was hurt. That's what we saw. I ain't seen Shakur hurt, so I don't know what he's going to do when he gets hurt. It's going to happen. I don't know what he's going to do. He might rise to the occasion like Devin, or he may fold like a chair. Never seen Tank hurt. You can't tell me what Tank's chin looks like. You can't tell me that. What are they looking at? You can't tell me that. We don't know. We don't know. I can't tell you, oh, Tank's gonna fold like a chair. I don't know. I never seen Tank hurt like we seen Devin. Never seen Shakur hurt like we've seen Devin. We never seen Boots hurt like we've seen Devin. We can say we know what Devin will do. Because we know Devin ain't been stopped. We know what Evander Holyfield would do when he's been hurt. He's been stopped. He's been hurt and rose to the occasion. We seen James Toney hurt. Guess what? We seen Mike Tyson hurt. What did he do when he got hurt? Tell me what he did. When Mike Tyson got hurt, what happened? I don't see anyone talking about his chin. They always talk about what? His power punching. But anytime he fought someone that was highly ranked and they fought him back, what happened to Mike Tyson? What happened? And I'm not firing shots. I'm asking y'all what happened. I'm not firing shots. I'm asking y'all what happened. We ain't seen Teofimo hurt. I can't tell you what he's going to do when he gets hurt. I don't know. We ain't seen it. What we do know is that Devin was never afraid to jump in that water. And what are we getting? We getting a bunch of coulda, woulda, shoulda. Or what I bet would happen. Or I bet Tank knocks Devin out. Guess what, y'all? We don't know. What did I say? Make the fights. That's all I said. I don't know. Make the fight. Oh, Tank beats everybody at 135. Make the fights. Make me a believer. Make me a believer. And what happened? I'll tell you what didn't happen. The fights. Didn't happen. Tank could knock everybody out at 135. Well, Devin's not at 135. But I'm saying he could have fought Devin and had the opportunity to knock him out. Here's what I do know. Turki Al-Sheikh said, 50 million, come to Saudi and knock Devin out. What happened? Not the fight. So what does that tell you? 5 years ago, Lomachenko said, hey, sir, he's the king of Twitter. He talked too much. And I'm looking at Tank like, yo, could you go punch this dude in the face? He didn't do it. And what was we told? It's Floyd's fault. But Ellaby said Tank picks his own fights. So is it Floyd's fault or Tank picking his own fights? Here's what I do know. The fight ain't happened. And I'm like, yo, bro, what's going on? You know what this reminds me of? When I was a really huge supporter of Canelo Alvarez. And I say, yo, get Gennady Golovkin out of here. They keep telling us he's next up, and Marvin Hagler got him taking pictures with Marvin Hagler, and they HBO throwing this European invasion in our face. The Klitschko's, Triple G, Kovalev, Joe Calzaghe, Lomachenko. Y'all remember that? That was HBO. And they told us. That Loma was the next best thing since Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali loses his second pro fight. They told Andre Ward, don't bully Triple G, but go up and fight Kovalev. He went and styled on Sullivan Barrera and then fought Kovalev twice. Y'all remember that? So then I said, Canelo, you got to stop this Triple G. I got Canelo all day. And what happened? Canelo said, F that. I'm dumping this belt. I said, oh, man. Do y'all know, I was still on Facebook at that time. When he ducked Triple G the first time, do you know what it was like for me to turn on my phone that morning, I watched my phone rattle right off my nightstand. I said, watch this. I told my wife, watch this. I turned it on. Bzz, bzz, bzz. It was rattling off. She said, what's going on? I said, yo, a fighter that I support just ducked a guy that I know he could beat. And when I went and I took it like a man. And I went into the group. Yo, what's up with your man dumping the belt? You know what I could say? Nothing. I said, I don't know. I don't know. And I was in there talking heavy. Canelo styles on Triple G. Canelo gonna stand there and Triple G's not gonna touch him. Get Triple G out of here. Dump the belt. And I'm like, oh, I couldn't say anything. I couldn't say anything. Sid Mark in that super chat salute. He said, salute, Drew, respect, man. Some respect to you. Salute, salute. Much love. I couldn't say anything. He ducked him. I couldn't say anything. But that was strike one with Canelo. I said, God, dog it. There's nothing I could say, man. He look, Canelo ducked Triple G first time. Then when he finally fought him, they fought to a draw. Some people say he lost. I ain't get into it. I said, look, whatever. Then, you know, once he popped dirty, I was done with him. That's what happened between me and Canelo's support. Not only did he popped dirty and then lied. Oh, I just ate a bad cow. Whatever he said. And I'm like, oh, no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's what he did. So when anyone asks me, yo, what's your problem with Canelo? I just told you. You duck Triple G. Then you got the nerve to fight him. And then you pop dirty. I don't like Triple G. Not that Triple G did anything that the industry didn't allow him to do. But I knew he had privilege. I know that. And he took advantage of it. That's fine. I already know the atmosphere of the world. That's fine. But I don't want to see him dead in the ring. I don't want to see him dead in the ring. Canelo cheated him. I don't support that. I'm like, I'm good. I'm done. I'm done with Canelo. And then now, today, the Benavidez thing, I can't support that. So the Latinos that want to put coats on me, no, I just explained it to you. Now, if you want to support him unconditionally, that's on you. That's on you. I don't support that. And there it is. So, getting back to Tank, he was supposed to stop all this movement at 135. He was supposed to stop Devin and Shakur and Loma. He didn't do it. And now there's a mess. And then the whole time doing that, telling us that belts don't matter. Email champions. Here, WBA says, here, take this belt. He says, I don't want that ish, but you took it, and now magically, the WBA rankings are not being acknowledged on BoxRec. I told y'all, they're setting up to make Lomachenko the next undisputed champion at 135. I don't know when y'all gonna listen to me or not, I don't know. But when the red carpet is rolled out for that guy, don't say I didn't warn you. If Tank fights him and goes 12, they're going to get him. I don't care if he knocks Loma down in the fight. They're going to get him. I'm telling you, they're going to get him. They're going to get him. We could watch the same fight, and when the bell rings, I'm going to say, yo, look. Now, y'all know I don't like Tank, but I know what I'm looking at. I'll be like, yo, Tank won. Easy. 9 rounds. And when they say new undisputed champion, Basile, high tech, y'all gonna be like, no! I'm be like, see? Told you. And I'm gonna say, think back 5 years ago when Tank could have took care of this already. When by the time Devin fought him, it could have been, oh, you're fighting Tank's leftovers. Nope. This is what happens when you don't take care of business. Word up, Kano. You in Orlando for the fight. Oh, word. Salute. Tay, salute. And if I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. So this is what we're dealing with here. In the midst of all of that movement, part of the movement was Teofimo becoming unified. Y'all justifying Lomachenko emailing Devin the belt. Remember, the only reason why Devin became champion is because the champion vacated. Y'all want to call Devin the email champion, but ignore who sent the damn emails. Kano, you crazy, bro. Right or wrong? Devin's an email champion. You want to put that code on him? Fine. Who sent the email? Because the email came from somewhere. Who sent the email? Vasily Lomachenko sent the email. They said, Devin Haney or franchise status so you could fight Teofimo Lopez. He said, I'm going to fight Teofimo with a bad shoulder, whatever he had, what he said was going on with him. Because that was more safe. Y'all ignored all of that just to what? Disrespect Devin. Fine. When I tell you the chickens come home to roost, did they not? So Teo beats Loma. And then he starts running around talking about I'm undisputed. I'm like, no, he's not. He got one more belt to get. So I say, okay, well, Loma did the wrong thing. Teo beat him. And I said, wait a minute. Isn't the franchise status non-transferable? Remember when it came out? It's non-transferable. You have to apply for it. The WBC has to vote on it. And they say yay or nay. Like the thumbs up, thumbs down, yay or nay. They said yay. And I said, okay, they changed the rules. And the franchise status was not even a year old, if I'm not mistaken. They changed the rules. Now Teofimo's a franchise status champion, but he's not the real champion. Now he's running around talking about, I'm undisputed. I'm like, no, you're not. Go fight Devin Haney. And then that's when Teofimo lost me as a supporter. We ain't got to do nothing. We ain't got to fight Devin Haney. Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to make you a champion. I'm going to fight less fights. Remember? I play the audio. I'm going to fight less fights. Move forward. Where's that going to leave you? You're not going to get shot, bro. That's what he said. That's what he said. LBZ, no buck dancing. Salute. That's what he said. Remember? Shower, my sis. That's what he said. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? That's what he said. So I went from rooting for Teo to being absolutely disgusted with him. I said, oh, God. It's like when some of these brothers get the precious from Lords of the Ring, they lose their mind. Teo, he lost his damn mind. That's what happened. And then he ducks Devin. Two things happened. The industry jumped on Devin's helmet and called him an email champion. They ignored the Ukrainian who sent the email. Y'all are blaming the victim again. Again! Loma loses to Teo. Teo start acting crazy. God says, watch this. I'm going to put him in the ring with George Kambosos. Nobody was checking for him. He postponed that fight like 3 times. Ran and came to my borough and got J-Lo, her 50-year-old self, Jenny from the block. We got J-Lo. Goes straight to the Hulu Theater, lays an egg. Now George Kambosos. And I said, okay, maybe George Kambosos is going to do the right thing. Then he start acting crazy. And I'm like, what are they doing? What is everyone doing? My God. All of this is, am I lying? All of this is happening, but Devin's the villain? How? How is Devin the villain? How? So now the American. Y'all know Devin was the B-side financially. He took short money and fought over in Australia. The first time he went, he had to go without his team. Oh, they got criminal records. They can't go. Like, that's not something they could have, BF, what up? Like, that's not something they could have spoken about. Okay, we signed this contract. Look, let me let y'all know. We got to go through some proper channels because some of y'all got criminal records and, you know, you can't leave and, you know, your country come to ours. We got to go through a process. Fine, let's go through that process. You got 3 months. All Devin got to do is train, and we got to get right with the government in Australia. They waited until the final hour. They said, yeah, Devin could come, but you can't. Bill, your cut man, they stopping Devin's cut man in customs. I was like, what's going on? Lesson learned from Team Haney. But with no cut man, didn't matter. Devin got hit in the face like once. George Cambozo couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. He was punching fresh air. Devin schooled him, styled on him. Undisputed champion. I ain't see ESPN breaking news. Youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era, Devin Haney. They ain't do that. Y'all ain't do that. And when I'm not pointing at the family in the chat. All I heard was pillow fist. No power. No chin. He beat the American, went abroad, did what nobody was willing to do at 135. And y'all want to remind us about what happened in round 10 versus what's his name? I can't even think of his name. I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm like, all right, he got rocked at the bell. He got rocked. So what? Talk about how he rebounded and was professional enough to take round 11 off, get his bearings back, and then round 12 got back to business. I'm talking about ring IQ. Talk about how you never seen Teofimo in that situation. You never seen Tank in that situation. You never seen anybody at 130. Your favorite fighter at 135. You never see him in that situation. We saw Devin, and now we know what he does when he gets hurt. What we know, Linares, thank you. What we do know is that Devin won't get stopped. Because we seen it against a drug cheat. That's what we know. You want to remind us about how he got hurt instead of rejoicing in his triumph. And this is the American fighter, y'all. Then he went back to Australia and rematched him, and the rematch was even easier. No one says anything. No one says anything. Whole time, Teofimo Lopez is under the radar. He done lost belts. Thanks to him, we know who. No one was checking for George Kambosos. As a matter of fact, the only person that said George is going to beat him was my brother Kano in the chat. I said, man, I don't know this guy Kambosos, but I'm rooting for him out of principle because of Teofimo's behavior. Teofimo turned me off as a supporter. And Kano said, Drew, Kambosos is going to beat him. I said, you serious? Because I really don't know the guy. He said he's going to beat him. Kano told me that. And I hope Kano's right about Berlanga and Canelo, but that's another live. I said, word? First round, dropped him. I said, yo! George so hard because he got in trouble in round 10 because Teo could crack, survived the storm, and got back to business. And Teo ain't want to run it back with him. Thank you. Why Teo ain't got to run it back? How come no one's saying, yo, Teo, you got Kambosos problems? No one ever said that. Everything is Devin, 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 Devin. Everybody gets a pass. When they lose, when they don't take challenges, everything is Devin, 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 Devin. Where's the lie? Nobody gets critiqued like Devin. Even Shakur, for ducking that 25%, first time on pay-per-view, an opportunity to become undisputed with one fight. He says, I know my worth, and y'all didn't say anything. Goes in there against De Los Santos, lays an egg. Well, he won, but laid an egg. Y'all said he's boring. But he doesn't catch as much hell as Devin does, and Devin's running around trying to fight everybody. This is Deontay Wilder-esque all over again. I don't understand. Well, you know what? I do understand y'all. I'm not saying y'all in the chat, but y'all know who I'm talking about. In what universe is Devin the villain? Please explain. Oh, I get it, Bill. But y'all don't say anything about the history of Bob Arum. Daniel Kinahan's associations, FBI invading their place of business, the No Black Fighter board that Cameron Duncan confirmed was true. Y'all don't say anything. Right? Y'all don't say anything. Got it. Vasily Lomachenko literally dumping a belt, and he's the second franchise, a mythical status. And by the way, where is it now? There were 3. Canelo was the first one. Yo, Canelo, it's time for you to fight Jamal Charlo. No, it's not. Huh? What do you mean? A franchise. What is that? But you can't have both. So you're gonna dump that to get this new made-up thing, and y'all were cool with that? And I'm supposed to support Canelo after that. Me, I'm supposed to support Canelo after that. How? How do you do that? How? How? But y'all celebrate, y'all ran around, and this is what I'm talking about, you monkeys. Even if you felt in your heart that Devin lost, you supposed to keep your mouth shut. Devin didn't lose. 9 rounds to 3, he won. He smoked Loma. He smoked him. But even if you felt the way you felt, you supposed to keep your mouth shut. You supposed to keep your mouth shut. Just like when Bud's gloves exploded on Black Prime, I'm watching it like, oh man, that don't look good. My texts start blowing up, my DMs. Yo, Bud's gloves, Bud's gloves. I'm like, how about those Knicks? Bud's what? Yeah, he's wearing gloves. Yeah, I see him. They did what? I don't see anything. I don't see anything. What? Bud's what? Gloves? You said gloves? Yeah, boxers wear gloves. Huh? They what? Rip? I don't see any. What? I ain't see that. General, what up? Oh, 30 minutes? Okay, I'll be out your way. I'll be out your way. But what happened with Bud's gloves? I didn't see shit. Didn't see it. It's called code. The same people talking to you about Bud's gloves were the same people that didn't see Tyson Fury's gloves when he tried to kill Deontay Wilder in the second fight, and in the first fight, and in the third fight, by cheating. So I didn't see anything. There's something called code, and I'm on it. Is Bud a member of the LDBC? No. They put him there. When he said, man, Bob jerked me out of a Manny Pacquiao fight, that fight would have sent me through the roof. Bob Arum said, I see value in Manny Pacquiao's friendship so much that I'm going to send him to Australia to lose rather than have him lose to Bud. He told us, I know how this fight ends. I killed the fight. He said that. And I'm like, what the hell? When you get old, you really, the less F's you give, I'm telling you. I found out about myself. But I still watch what I say. But he's in a space where yo, these white folks really believe they could do what they want to do. And he's right. What's the difference between what Donald Trump said about Bud? I mean, what Bob Arum said about Bud and what Donald Trump said he could do on Fifth Avenue? What's the difference? This man had all kinds of things with him. And y'all got a problem with Bill Haney? Bill Haney was his place of business was invaded by the FBI. Bill Haney is on video running around or taking pictures with Danny Kinahan. Huh? What? What? What are you talking about? Do y'all understand that Manny Pacquiao and Bob Arum's relationship was as such that he would rather send this dude to lose to an unknown fighter? We wasn't checking for no Jeff Horn. Sent them down there to lose rather than feed him to Bud Crawford, and then turned around and said, I lost more. The amount of money I lost on Bud, I could have bought a home in Beverly Hills. That's the value of Bud Crawford. And then when Bud said, I'm suing you for the race thing, what did this dude do on Twitter? When did Bud join the LDBC? What? Because the LDBC has become code for what? Being a black fight fan. That's what it's become. Go figure, right? Go figure. So Bud's Manny Pacquiao fight, which would have been his breakout fight, Arum would rather lose money, and he saw more value in his friendship than allow Manny to do his job. Go figure that. So now he become a member of the LDBC because he's suing Bob for some racial thing. How about this? Prove Bud wrong. Especially after what Bob said. Prove him wrong. Life is Good says, why not just be a fight fan? We are. It's the industry that put coats on us. So you can ask the industry, why can't they just be fight fans? Why is the industry saying, why is it Tim Bradley or Teddy Atlas asking, Joe Tessitore asking, wait a minute, Bob, did you just say you killed the fight for your prodigy Bud? You killed the fight. Why? Wait, because you said you know how it ends? We don't know that, and we love Manny. When Manny decided to fight Keith Thurman, Manny, I believe, was the underdog. We didn't know Keith was going to go in there and look like that. And Manny smoked him. I mean, the fight was close. But Manny looked like it was 2008, which made me scratch my head, but I ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing, I ain't going to say nothing. We are the fans. Press, shut the F up. Shut the F up. You just walked in the room. What did I tell you, young man, about checking the temperature of the room before you walk your ass in here? What did I tell you? Devin is innocent. He is innocent in this. Let me focus on Press since he wants to. You see, he hates Devin. And what did I talk about with victim blaming? Victim, 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 victim. Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin again, Press, again. And by the way, why didn't Tank stop Teofimo from becoming unified at 135, Press? Go. Everyone asked Press, why didn't Tank stop Teofimo's progress at 135? Go. Now watch this kid talk about money and financial. Look, Teofimo Lopez checks all the boxes. He's Latin, and he's presumed to be a non-threat. Why didn't Tank stop him from becoming unified? Because he wasn't undisputed. Why didn't he stop? Why didn't Tank fight Lomachenko before Teo did it? Why, Press? Let's hear it. Talk to me about something that doesn't exist. We were all here. And all I was asking is, Tank, do it. Punch him in the face. He said Bob Arum didn't want to do business. That's a lie, dude. Because Tank does what he wants. Let me tell you how that's ridiculous. Deontay Wilder works with Al Haymon. Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury 3 times. Tyson Fury works with who? Go. Tyson Fury works with who? Go. So go ahead and play with me talking about this opposite side of the street nonsense. Go ahead. Deontay was where? And where was Wilder? Right? He works with Al Haymon. And we all know Deontay's independent. I'm sorry? Huh? Press, I'm asking you. Yeah, Bob Arum is the same person that said Al Haymon doesn't exist. Do you believe he exists? We've seen him. I know people that's spoken with him. So he exists. So Bob Arum's a liar, right? So why are you talking about Al Haymon and Bob Arum? Why are you even bringing that up? Because Tank a star. Tank's the A-side everywhere. Tank makes his calls. Ellaby said that. So Tank makes the call, and 5 years ago, he couldn't punch Lomachenko in the face. Why? Because of Al Haymon? Because of Floyd? Because Ellaby told us Tank calls his own shots. You see what's happening? Now, thanks to Tank not stopping Loma, everyone says Loma beats Tank. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And they're entitled to that. Why? Because Tank never fought him. And he could have Crawford at any point in his career. And he didn't do it. I know Loma dumped the real belt and asked for a franchise status instead of fighting Devin Haney at first. The same thing that Canelo did to Jamal Charlo. The same thing Canelo did to Triple G the first time. Yo, fight Triple G. Nope. Dump the belt. You don't tell me what to do. That's a duck. He doesn't mean, what are you saying? The other side has to comply with him? So wait a minute. When did Tank issue a challenge to Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, or Shakur? When? When? Tell me when, Press. He says Floyd is the one that kept Tank away from Loma. Nonsense. Because Tank calls his own shots. Ellaby told us that. Nonsense. Tank does what he wants. And what he didn't want to do was fight Loma. He didn't want to do it. Now he wants to do it, and Loma says, money don't drive me. I'm going to make you wait. And now he's sunning you. All of this undefeated stuff, the man got 3 losses. He ain't avenge anything. And he's sunning you. He's sunning you. Now what? Tell me I'm lying, y'all. The Lomachenko monster was created by Tank. Tank was supposed to punch him in the face. Why didn't Tank stop Teofimo from becoming unified? Why didn't Tank intervene as soon as Loma lost to Teo? He could have said, Teo, I want the smoke. As soon as Teo lost to Cambosis, he should have said, Cambosis, forget Devin Haney, I want the smoke. I'm the A-side. You make more money with me. What happened? I'm asking you, what happened? Go. See, you think I'm a Tank hater. I don't like the kid. But ask me when I got to lie on this kid. You don't think that I didn't want what's best for him? Now I just don't care. You didn't think I want what's best for him? And what has he done? Give us his entire ass to kiss. Some of y'all do that sort of thing. You clench the butt cheeks and mwah. Y'all want to know if he got tattoos up his butt cheeks? Maybe you should ask Al. He says, so why doesn't Devin sign the PBC if you want? Press, you all over the place. Is it better to sign with the PBC or be independent? And again, where was the offer from Tank to any of the names I mentioned? Teofimo, Lomachenko, Lomachenko 5 years ago, Shakur or Tank? I mean, or Devin. Where were the offers? Where were the offers? Tank is the A side. You're not asking me the questions here. I'm asking you. This is my show, goddammit. I'm asking you. He's saying Tank said they know who to call. No. These guys are moving and shaking in your division. There's belts being moved around. People are actually fighting and getting busy. Shakur ducked. Teofimo ducked. How come no one's saying that y'all like saying that Devin ducked in to get away from Tank? He ducked and moved up to 140. He ran from Tank to one. That's what y'all like saying. He ran from 135 to go to 140 to avoid Tank. Y'all never said that about Teofimo Lopez. Y'all never said that. This is what I'm saying. Y'all little N-words are always worried about the wrong ish. Always. Always. Y'all always worried about the wrong ish. How many of y'all said, yo, Teofimo ran at 140 to avoid Devin Haney? You never said it. And guess what? He really did that. He really did that. Now Devin's at 140, and that's what this live is about, by the way. All these dudes are breathing because Tank ain't take care of business. You know the face of boxing? He ain't take care of business. I said, yo, Triple G's breathing because Canelo needs to take care of business. And he didn't do it. He dumped the belt the first time. What am I supposed to do with that? And then when he does fight him, he fights him to a draw. Come on, man. Come on. And then when he fights him a second time, he got the nerve to pop dirty? How do I support that? How do I support that? So that's my issue. And now, today, no Benavidez fight? I'm supposed to support him though, right? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Tank. Shakur, Devin was there, Teofimo was there, Lomachenko was there. He didn't fight none of those cats. Why? He got to call Al Heyman? Wait a minute. Why is it that Devin is moving and shaking in the division trying to fight everybody, and when he was trying to fight Tank, y'all found every excuse for him not to fight Tank? This is the same thing we went through with Deontay and AJ. This is the exact same thing. We was like, hold on. Make the fight, y'all. Y'all didn't do it. And now look, we legitimately have a mess. No, it's not no mess, because you know what's in the books? Lomachenko can say he was undisputed at heavyweight. That happened. And I'm looking back, I say, yo, look, it would have either been Deontay or AJ 5 years ago. But because of the politics and nonsense enabled by UK trolls, Eddie Hearn, and you American D-blowers, because of that, there's no black undisputed champion now. You're welcome. I didn't do it. That was y'all with y'all foolishness. He said Tank never really wanted to fight Tio in the first place. Did you not hear me say Teofimo? Press, how many belts did Teofimo have at one point? Tank moves the needle. You know what he did with that needle? He moved it away from Teofimo Lopez. How do you not call for a man that's unified? That's 3 belts. He had 3 belts. Why didn't he fight Teofimo Lopez? Don't tell me it didn't mean anything. He's Latin, just how Tank likes it. Just how Floyd taught him. Why didn't he fight Teofimo Lopez? Did Devin not try? Press, did Devin not try and fight Teofimo Lopez? Did he not? Did Devin not try and fight Tank? Did Devin not try and fight Shakur? This kid was literally doing everything at 135. No credit. So Press, all right, now watch this. He said Tank didn't care about belts at that time. You agree with that? Listen to this. Watch this, y'all. You agree with that? I'm going to show y'all something. So you agree with Tank. The belts didn't matter. Belts didn't matter, right? So you agree with that, Press, right? Because you ride with Tank. So the belts didn't matter, right? Is that what you're saying? You agreed with Tank. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the problem with boxing. Crap like that. Because when you look at the record books 20 years from now, and hopefully everyone's retired, didn't I say Teofimo on paper has a better resume than Tank? Didn't I say that? Right now, if boxing stopped, who has a better resume? Teofimo Lopez or Tank Davis? Go. Teofimo can say I was unified. Tank can't. Tank can't. Teofimo got Lomachenko on his resume. A win against the Matrix. Tank ain't got that. Hell, even Lomachenko got a better resume than Tank Davis. So Press, the belts don't mean anything to you either. And you're what's wrong with boxing. See, Tank exists because of nonsense like that. Nonsense. You love the knockouts, you love the tattoos and lime green purses. But I tell y'all all the time, this got Mike Tyson written all over it. All over it. All over it. Mike Tyson in the first 2 years of his career fought like 20 times. And the moment he fought somebody with a high IQ, he still won the fight, but the KO streak stopped. James Quick Tillis. And I said, ooh, I see something. I see something. So Tank says belts don't matter. Now the fans like Press say belts don't matter. So I guess when Tank turns around and say, oh, okay, yeah, belts do matter, now you're going to say belts matter. Here's the deal. No matter, Tank's the money man. Whether he's fighting for a belt or not, it doesn't matter because Tank makes money regardless. I'm saying, why not fight for a belt? You think he beats Tio? You think he beats Tio? I'm talking to Press. You think he beats Tio? Tell me. Because I'm going to make another point. You think he beats Tio? Because Tank is the A side. He KO'd Tio in the first round. Why didn't he do it? I would have appreciated it. You know why? Because Tio's an a-hole. And he's a racist piece of trash. So Devin was chasing around Tio, ran right out the division. Y'all didn't say anything. Devin goes to 140. You say he was doing it because he was running from Tank. Tio leaves 140. He leaves 135, goes to 140. Y'all didn't say anything. Y'all never said Tio ducked Tank. Never said that. But Teo beat Lomachenko, something that Tank refused to do, and was unified at 135 under Tank's watch. How did that happen? How'd that happen? Smash my like button. Oh, BPMV, you know I did. But this is light work. Teofimo exists because of the A side. Devin tried to get him. He ran. Why didn't Tank get him? I don't know. I'm not even going to put it on Shakur because he's boring, right? He got pillow. No one's saying that he got pillow fists, right? All of that negativity is reserved for Devin because Devin is the threat. And that's my point of this live. That punk went to 140, and I just found out yesterday, 2-fight deal. One of them was Devin Haney, and in the final hour, he pulled out. He ducked Devin again. Where's your videos? Yeah, exactly, Press. Tank could do what he wants. It's hard to understand. Exactly. I do understand that. You know what he wanted to do? He wanted to duck Devin. He wanted to duck Shakur. He wanted to duck Lomachenko. And he wanted to duck Teofimo. That's what he did. Thank you. Thank you. Pussycat. Meow. Pussycat. Pussy Tank. Meow. All of that movement at 155, what do we get? Hector Garcia. That's what we got. Where's Hector Garcia now right now? Where is he at? What do we get? Rolly Romero. And that was after he was set up with this grape charge. What do we get? Isak Cruz, a new star is born. I said, okay. Now look. And don't look now. He might be fighting El Rayo. Tank can do what he wants. You're right, Press. Yeah. Josue Rodriguez. He says Tank ain't no face of boxing. Press, talk to him. I already said, if it comes down to resume, what criteria are you using? Seat sales, door, pay-per-view, money earned, money kept. Canelo's the face of boxing. It ain't Tank. Now, Press, you see Josue Rodriguez? Debate with him. Don't bring it to me. I had this conversation a couple of days ago. Where were you? Where was Victor? Good night. Where were you? I said, Canelo Alvarez, Tank Davis. Who's the face of boxing? And I'm not a Canelo guy. But it's Canelo over Tank. You don't have to agree. But talk to Josue. So he says, Josue Rodriguez, Tank is the face of boxing. No, he's not. He's your face of boxing. He's not the face. No. No, he's not. He's not. SBF Kennel says, man, Tank is the face of boxing. No, he's not. Bring this conversation to the Canelo fans. No, y'all love him like that. He's not. What criteria are you basing that off of? And let me show you how dysfunctioning, let me expose black fans' dysfunction. Watch this. What criteria? Keno's impressed, y'all back to back. What criteria are you using? And I don't know Josue. This is my first time seeing him. But we just talking facts, right? I speak at their facts. How would you put Canelo under Tank as far as the face of boxing? He said his name's mentioned every damn day. No one cares about Canelo unless he's fighting someone people care about. Tank, day to life. Okay, when is Tank going to fight someone that fans care about? I didn't care about Hector Garcia. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for Rolly Romero because I knew how all of that ended. I didn't ask for Isaac Cruz. You come around here looking for Tank news. I could be talking about something totally irrelevant. You'll be listening, but you don't participate. Because I'm talking boxing. The moment I tell the truth about Tank, press, here you come. Delano says knockouts and fan poll sales over Canelo. What criteria are you using? You using KO ratio? That's what you're using? Young Skywalker said, how can a drug cheat and a cherry picker be the face of boxing? I don't know. Ask Canelo's fans, because I've said that. Earlier, I just said I can't support Canelo. But unfortunately, the machine does. And thanks to y'all not shunning him, he's the face of boxing. Canelo's a duck, so is Tank. He says Tank has more clout than Canelo. So clout, this is how you know he's a young kid. He said more clout than Canelo. Canelo has sold more pay-per-views since the last year than Canelo. What? Tank has more clout than Canelo, has sold more pay-per-views. How do you know that? How do you know that? You don't know that. Tell me what Canelo's numbers was in his last 3 pay-per-views. You don't know that. He said Tank got the highest pay. Okay, so that makes him the face of boxing. I'm seeing KO ratio, punch accuracy, blah, 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 blah. So that makes him the face over Canelo. So y'all not going to factor in resume, longevity, seat sales? Y'all not going to factor in any of that? Now watch this, y'all. Black dysfunction. I'm going to expose it right now. Everything that I'm saying, everything that you've said, I factored in my mind already. Everything. But you're here debating this with me. Do y'all go over to the Canelo stations and do the same thing? Quick to fuss with me. And all I wanted was for the 4 kings at 135 to figure out who was the face. Tank, Shakur, Devin, Martin. And instead of making the fight, you stupid idiots made more reasons for those 4 brothers not to mix it up than anything. Meanwhile, Canelo fans united like Voltron and said, Canelo's the face of boxing. Y'all did nothing. I said those 4 brothers should be having a tournament amongst themselves and freeze out Lomachenko with his 3 losses. Because at one point, Frank Martin was undefeated. Tank's still undefeated. Shakur's undefeated. Devin's undefeated. Teofimo ran from the division. Loma got 3 losses. And all I wanted was those brothers to figure it out amongst them. We should have been high-fiving and partying. There could have been some trash talk, but they're going to figure it out in the ring. And y'all find more excuses for Tank not to fight his contemporaries than to fight and break bread amongst each other. Meanwhile, Canelo be the face of boxing, and y'all saw more value in Lomachenko. Y'all still see value in him now. Stop me when I'm lying. Y'all still not holding Teofimo Lopez accountable because he went up to 140. We find out that Devin was a part of a deal and he walked away again. What's the title of this live? Press and everybody else is pro Tank. I use Tank as an example. Because if Devin couldn't get a hold of these dudes, one of the brothers should have got a hold of him. And Tank is the A side. And if Devin couldn't get a hold of him, why didn't Tank? Why? I would have loved to see Tank Davis knock out Teofimo Lopez. Why didn't he do it? Would have loved to see Lomachenko get knocked out by Tank. Why didn't he do it? Now both these dudes are breathing. Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin again. And all I'm asking is, why didn't Tank stop this? And y'all in here talking about he didn't have to. He don't have to stop any of that. Belts don't matter. But he gets your money for Hector Garcia, Rolly Romero, Isaac Cruz, and you want to call him the face? Get out of here. Drew, why you don't fuck with Tank? I just told you. Devin's running around doing everything, trying to do everything, to the point where he couldn't do it anymore. He said, man, I'm drained at 35. You know, I ain't gonna play this game. Tried to get Shakur paid in an opportunity, pay-per-view, money, 4 belts, in a fight that he could have won. And he said, no, I know my worth. Did he make more money with Santa Cruz? No, I said Santa Cruz. No, I'm sorry. De Los Santos. That he would have made with Devin? What looks better on his resume? A win against Devin or a win against Santa Cruz? I keep saying Santa Cruz. De Los Santos. This is dysfunction at its finest, and I need you Negroes to understand. This is why Canelo fans could come on all our pages and talk that nonsense. This is why. When you start talking about money, you know there's no comparison to Canelo, right? When you start talking about seat sales and pay-per-view sales, you know there's no comparison, right? When you start talking about resume, you know there's no comparison, right? Oh, well, Canelo's not going to be this. They could come right in and say, well, why don't you fight Devin or Shakur? They could say that now. They could say that now. Self-inflicted wound. This is y'all fault. He says, wear the same energy for Shakira Twitterson. You obviously don't watch me unless I'm talking about Tank Press. Ladies and gentlemen, what do I call Shakur on my show? Put it in the chat. He says, where's the same energy for Shakira? You know, you got caught speeding by the state trooper, and while he's giving you a ticket for speeding, for doing 100 miles an hour, there's dudes doing 100 miles an hour passing y'all, and you sitting there getting your ticket, saying, look at him, look at him. Yeah. I'm dealing with you right now, though. But what do I call Shakur on my show, y'all? Press, read the chat. Because I have a name for him. Thank you. Press, read that. Shakur Sanchez. There you go. He's gonna be drained. Still ain't take the fight. First time on pay-per-view, a chance at 4 belts in 1 fight. Your highest payday, and he was gonna be drained. Still ain't take the fight. Yeah, Delano, I understand all of that, but Tank ain't doing shit. Let's look at the facts. Did Tank fight Devin? Nope. Did Tank fight Shakur? Nope. Did Tank fight Lomachenko? Nope. Tank's the A side? Yup. Could he have made all those fights at any time he want? Yup. Who was Eastside Cruz before Tank fought him? I don't know. Who's checking for Hector Garcia? I don't know. Oh yeah, Khalil, let's not forget. Did he fight Teofimo Lopez? Nope. Could he have fought him? Yup. When Tank went to 140, he could have fought Josh Taylor. Who did he fight? Mario Barrios. Why? Why? Delano, nice try. You don't move that goalpost. Tank is the money man. Y'all said that. Tank is the A side. Y'all said that. And in comparison to everybody at 135, you're right. So, you can't tell me he's an A side and he's a shot caller and he's not fighting his contemporaries. You can't tell me that. Because y'all are the same people that are saying that Canelo should be fighting David Benavidez, and that's right. So why can't we rip Canelo for fighting his contemporary and we can't rip him? Where's the consistency? Watch this. Delano, press. Should Canelo be fighting David Benavidez right now, next? Yes or no? Yes or no? Of course. So what makes Tank so goddamn special? I'm holding him to the same criteria. The exact same criteria, whether I like him or not. The fact that I don't like him actually has nothing to do with boxing. He's an asshole. How he moves in real life. He's a dick. But I gave him credit for beating Frank Martin. Until he said he was drained. I'm like, man, why'd he say that out loud? Look at Ricardo Rosario. Tank only fights boxers that he knows he can beat. Y'all deal with that. I'm not going to argue that. He says, right, I agree. Josue says, right, I agree. Let's keep the same energy. I agree with that. Y'all deal with that. I'm not speaking on that kid's behalf. I'm not doing it. Y'all deal with that. I don't have to. Look at Khalil. He said Tank knows he would lose. Press. Y'all deal with that. I'm not dealing with that. Khalil says Tio is the man to beat him. Trust me. I can't not debate that. Why? Because Tank never stopped him. Period. And Tio had the balls to fight Lomachenko. Tank did not. Where's the lie? Now, with that being said, Tio done ran to 140 because y'all love to say that Devin ran to 140 to get away from Tank. Nonsense. But Tio ran to 140 And now Devin is right there. What's up? And it was about to happen, and Teo pulled out of the contract that was in place. That's the news we got from our brother BFTB. Delano, guess what? Nobody asked for the Ryan Garcia fight. Nobody asked for that. I asked for the Frank Martin fight, and I was about to give him credit until he said, "You look drained." I said, man, what the hell are these kids saying? Okay, it makes sense, because I was like, why would he say that out loud? And I said, wait a minute. Coach Cal said, why would we take that fight in reference to Shakur? If he's not going to let us do what we do, D-E-W, D-E-W. I said, why would he say that out loud? So, of course, Tank said, you're drained. Let's go out to the CAR and smoke some weed. You're spelling the wrong thing. I wasn't checking for no Ryan Garcia fight. I knew how it was going to end. I wasn't checking for no Hector Garcia fight. I knew how that was going to end. I wasn't checking for the Eastside Cruz fight. I wasn't checking for the Rolly Romero fight. I wanted Shakur or Devin or Teofimo or Lomachenko. And I didn't get it. But he's the face of boxing though, right? Question. At least, although Canelo ducked Triple G at first, at least he fought him 3 times. Tank ain't fight none of his contemporaries not once. You want to say Frank Martin? I'm no longer giving him that, because Frank was drained. And by the way, you want to give him Ryan Garcia? And y'all know how I feel about that dude. Didn't he drain Ryan also? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Weight gains with him. That's your face of boxing? Goat milk. Raw out the belly. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all doing the most. Playing games with weight and stuff, man. Come on. I thought y'all were better than that. I thought Tank was better than that. And then Devin gets in there. Ryan doesn't make weight. Still fought him. Then he got the nerve to pop dirty. And y'all still blaming Devin? Still blaming him. Now he moves up to 140. And now you find out that Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin again. Nothing to see here. But y'all want to cuff the nuts of Tank? Y'all go ahead, bro. You know what y'all never say? Y'all can never say that I lied on that kid. Ever. Never. Yeah, what that kid say? He said 1/1000th of a gram. Y'all still on that? Your car runs out of gas right before you get home. And your wife or your boyfriend, however you get down, says, well, where's the car? It's 3 blocks up. Almost made it home. What happened? Well, you know, there was 1/1000th of a gram of gas left. I should have made it. At some point, you had a full tank of gas, though, right? At some point. He says, if Tank cooks Shakur, you going to give him credit? Nope. Fight's not happening. How could they fight when they're effing? I think these dudes is lovers. When Devin left, there was a WBA champion and what is Shakur have? The WBC? And there was no conversation. And I was like, what's going on here? Whoa. Devin's gone. Why didn't what's going on? Nothing. I didn't see y'all calling for Shakur. Didn't see it. But y'all enable that crap. Didn't see y'all calling for Shakur, man. It's ponderous, man. Y'all don't want the best fighting the best. Y'all just like waving pom-poms and being fans. That's what y'all are. You're too scared your man's gonna lose. I watch every fighter throughout my years of watching boxing. I watch every fighter that I support go through trials. Way before Deontay. Way before Roy Jones. This is the fight game. You're not going to win everything. And if you do, if you're lucky enough to get out the game, then that's what it is. That's what it is. Who cares? But to not take the challenge, I'm not about that life. And oh yeah, Tank Davis talking about go fight De Los Santos again, and then we could talk. Fine. My position on that, just fight Shakur and give him an L. Telling him to go back to fight De Los Santos, that's running the risk of what? Him losing. Don't you want to be the guy to give Shakur his L? Shakur got away with one. Why don't you want to be the one to say, I want to give him his L? Didn't De Los Santos set a blueprint? Are you better than De Los Santos? Are you? You and Cal can't organize a plan? Oh, okay, we see what De Los Santos didn't do, and we can do that better. We can stop this kid. Don't go run it back with De Los Santos. Let us get that now. That's how I see it. But that's my opinion. He's going to fight one of them soon. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'll die. You keep saying, yeah, he's going to do it, he's going to do it, he's going to do it. I mean, wait, when? When? Josue says, I think Devin should rematch Ryan Garcia. I don't think so. You know why? Ryan Garcia doesn't even deserve to be in the sport of boxing. He tried to commit murder, and he's supported by the powers that be and a bunch of self-hating niggas. Ryan needs to be thrown out of the sport. He needs to be held accountable for everything he said outside of the ring. He wanted to resurrect George Floyd, kill him again, and join the Ku Klux Klan. Ryan doesn't deserve to make a payday with any black fighter, let alone any fighter in general. And nobody should be wanting to share a ring with him. Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Sanchez, and Devin shouldn't want to fight this guy just for principles. No. Because Ryan Garcia has no principles. If you fight him, he's going to get another $30 million or $50 million payday. He don't deserve that. He deserves something else outside of the ring. But we're not gangsters though, right? Right. So I know what you mean in principle, but in actual reality, Ryan don't deserve anything from the sport of boxing. Delano, you keep talking about an excuse for Shakur. Listen, take that crap up with the Shakur fans. I'm not a fan of the kid. When the fight is signed, then we'll talk about who wins. But you can't tell me what you think and what you believe. You got your Baltimore Ravens jersey on. I get it. I get it. You're a super fan. I get it. You're a super fan of a guy that didn't fight all of his contemporaries. Right. Got it. Went up to 140, could have fought Josh Taylor, fights Mario Barrios. Knocks him into a somersault. But there was an undisputed champion at 140, was there not? And he didn't do it. Why? He could even went up and fought Regis Prograis. He didn't do it. Why? And Regis was calling for the smoke. He didn't do that. So no Josh Taylor, no Regis Prograis, Mario Barrios though. But he don't pick his own fights though, right? He don't cherry pick, right? See, I ain't got to lie on this kid. I'm just asking questions. Come on, man. Just say you fucks with him because you identify with his style of dress, the tattoos, and his lack of the grasp of the English language. Just say that you identify with him because you see you in him. I get it. In the 80s, that's why the young cats identify with Mike Tyson. He was a young kid from BK. And he was a teenager, young man knocking out grown men. We love that. Then when he started to develop into a grown man, he started making a lot of bad decisions. And he had to fall back. Who has in the sport fought their contemporary besides Haney, Drew? Holy ish. Wait a minute. You really asking me that? Delano, how old are you? Stop. Stop. Thank you, Brother Reef, but wait a minute. Stop. Delano, before I move any further, how old are you? How old are you, bro? I know Press is not even, what did he say? Press was like 20, 21? He's a kid. How old are you, Delano? How old are you? Please don't lie. Everybody in here, I believe they can count. Please don't lie. How old are you? Now you're saying I'm talking about in the 2000s. How old are you? Did you not just hear me say, Delano, if you lie to me, I swear to God I'm going to block you. You are not 50 years old. I'm going to ask you one more time because I'll let you live on here. I'm just asking you a question because I'm not playing this game in boxing. This sport don't love me and it frustrates me. Please don't play with me. You're not 50 years old talking like that. So I'm going to ask you again. How old are you? What year were you born? What year were you born? What year were you born? Be fast. What year were you born? What year were you born? What year was you born? Gotta be fast, bro. Gotta be fast, bro. What year were you born? 75? That's impossible. You know why? I was born in 75. I'm 48. Put the line on timeout. I don't appreciate getting lied to, man. Come back on Monday, bro. I'm 48 years old. This year I'm going to be 49. I was born in 75. There's no way you're 50 years old and you was born in 75. That's impossible. You would be 48 or 49 this year. Stop, bro. Thank you, Wakando. There's no way. So you're blocked. Come back on Monday. Stop playing with me, man. Thank you, Wakando. I was born in the month of November, 1975. I'm 48. November, I'm going to be 49. You're not fit. You couldn't even pick up a calculator. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Tank fan. At least Press told the truth. I said, how old are you? He said 21. And there was another young man in there. Eric Jordan, salute. This is what I deal with. I asked you for a reason. He said, who fought their contemporaries. And I said, wait a minute. Stop. How old are you? Then he said, I met in the 2000s, which leads me to believe he was probably born in 99, 98, maybe in the 2000s, which would make him, all right, 24. So if he was born in 2000, let's say he was born in 98, 99, 2000, and it's 2024, you was a teenager when you started watching boxing, like around 2015, 2016. I was already an adult. I was working for the city. I started working for the city in 99. So I'm already in life. So when I talk these things, it comes from experience, young man. I'm trying to educate. That's what I'm saying. People be like, oh, drop a link. No, I'm not trying to argue with you. What I have is not up for debate. If I'm not sure on something, I'm going to ask you. Because how many times you heard me say I don't know everything? There's times I call Stormy, yo, man, da-da-da-da-da, what's going on with that? And he gives me his educated answer. Why? Stormy's a former coach. Historically, if there's something I'm not sure on, he'll say, yo, let me holler at Scrapbook. Because there's things that he don't know. That's why I tell y'all, go subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing. Go subscribe to Stormy B-Man. If there's something that's going on and I can't get Bill on the phone, I'll call BFTB. I'll call 78. Maybe they know. Bill eventually gets back to me. But if I need an answer like fast, I'll call BF. I'll text him. I'll text 78. Yo, I heard da-da-da. What's going on? That's it. That's the Tank fan, ladies and gentlemen. I asked him who, he said, who's fought their contemporaries? And then he moved the goalpost and said, oh, well, I'm talking about the 2000s. Why was there emphasis on the 2000s? Why? Friedrichsmark, salute. Why was there emphasis? Why do you think there was emphasis on the 2000s? And still, how many fights, pick a division, from 2000 to today, how many people fought their contemporaries? Hell, Nonito Donaire, our brother, he fought Rigondeaux. That was his contemporary. He didn't duck the smoke, he fought him. That was his contemporary. That was between 2000 and 2024. What? What are we talking about? Roy Jones Jr. versus Antonio Tarver. That was his contemporary. What are we talking about? There's a bunch of fighters. A bunch of fighters that fought their contemporaries between 2000 and 2024. What? But he's a 50-year-old Tank fan. And then when I asked him what year was he born, he says 1975. Ladies and gentlemen, democracy manifest. And the reason why we spent so much time talking about Tank is because the whole time y'all was hating on Devin, all this other stuff was happening. And once again, Teofimo Lopez has ducked Devin Haney. And all I'm saying is, Tank, the A-side, could have stopped a lot of this crap, and he didn't do it. Eric Jordan, that super chat salute, he says, Miguel, you bring emotional damage. Tank fans, not today. I'm not on my board, my brother, but I appreciate you. Ain't this something? Well, I think the general's on. I've been on there for an hour and a half. I just want to say what's up to you, brothers and sisters. I'm actually still buzzing off the meet and greet. Salute to all my family. Make it next year, man. I love y'all. Salute to everybody. Ben Moselle, Cash App, Super Chat, man. Thank you for spending this Saturday with me. I'm about to go stretch this leg out the best way I can and relieve some of this pain, because this is awful. Yeah, Freedom's March. Yep. But salute to y'all. Enjoy your Saturday. The General's on. Let's head over here and see what our brother's talking about. Bronx on deck.